Bird of Prey 5. El Karuga.
Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Karuga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
If you come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. If you're here to make war, we surrender.
Both good. The important thing is I'm meeting new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. And that means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird of Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
It's Bird of Prey 5, Qapla. Welcome to Enterprise Wednesday for April 12th, 2023. Today we are watching Season 2, Episode 2, Carbon Creek. This is easily my favorite episode of Enterprise. And welcome to the panel, Positive Candor, Qapla.
Qapla!
Now, how are you doing today, Positive Candor?
I'm doing good. Just fancying where I can buy something that has Velcro on it.
Yes. Yes, Velcro becomes an all-important alien invention. We know the true history of Velcro. Richie Poole, first in the chat today, says one Vok. Welcome, Richie. Dr. Alex is smiling with us. Welcome, Dr. Alex. Richie Poole says, Carbon Creek, did it really happen? Or did T'Pol make it all up? Oh, to me, Richie, it absolutely really happened. John Araki says, Threevis and Butthead. Josh Reed says, where is late O'Prey? Is late like he always is. I wasn't late today, Josh Street. And Josh Street says, the story about a failed Vulcan invasion. Shocking, the Vulcan failed to tell Earth that first contact wasn't on April 5th, 2063 in Bozeman, Montana, but 100 years earlier. Those typical Vulcans, they don't tell us unless you ask. And T'Pol says this is on file if anybody cared to check. Positive Candor yelled Velcro from Vulcans. LDG at hashtag free the net says, hi guys, welcome LDG. Josh Street says, you're late LDG, it's been over 20 minutes now. Yvette says, good evening, Bird and everyone. Good evening to the lovely Yvette. And LDG at hashtag free the net puts in 2222222 222222222 and a few more twos and X. a bunch of X's. Not as many X's as 2's, but quite a bit. More than I want to say. And LDG adds live equals live exclamation point, which I think he means live doesn't equal live or live means live. Either way, if you set your YouTube speed to 2x briefly, it will catch up to the absolute, as close as it can possibly get to being live without it actually being live. And Josh reads his bird, you've been late for the last time. You're fired. Doesn't work like that, Josh Street. And then I put up the link to watch today's episode in the screening room. If you click on that link, you can click on the link to birdofprey5.com/SR. That is the screening room where you can watch today's episode, Carbon Creek. If we're live, you can watch it with us. If you're catching this on the replay, then you'll need to get your own copy to watch or your own location to stream it from. And welcome Deej to the panel.
Thank you. I'm here to sing the theme song.
Awesome, Deej. We'll be bringing up the theme song in just a minute or two. Also on that link, if anybody would like to join the panel, there's a link there to join the panel, which you can do. And it clearly works, as Deej had to use it to join this panel.
That's right.
Hakeem says, hail Karoga and chat. Hail Hakeem. John DeMarco says, greetings to everyone. Greetings, John. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Hello, 47. LDG says, we the people. You're not Moxley, LDG. That's for Moxley, not you. Josh says, hey, Yvette, hope the weather wasn't the good old English weather today. And welcome, True Trek fan.
Greetings. I figured this stream finally needs someone that's not a complete shill to actually comment on these episodes.
Thank you.
Yeah, but True Trek fan, this show does not contain a fat Enterprise, so you may be disappointed.
This show has many flaws that need to be pointed out that I'm sure you will skip over because you're clearly being paid by Paramount.
I wish.
This episode is the best episode of Enterprise ever created.
No, it's not.
It has minimal flaws.
In the Mirror Darkly is best.
There's no
Enterprise.
Hoshi in this episode, Deej. Are you okay with that?
But in the Mirror Darkly does have hot Hoshi.
That's right.
There's no such thing as a hot Hoshi.
True Trek fan will love this episode because there's no Hoshi.
Well, that's one plus for this episode and why I'm here.
True Trek fan, considering your love for Asian culture, if you check out Governor of Poker, they've replaced the balloons with samurai land or something. So,
Well, finally the game is inclusive for me.
Yeah, your heritage.
True Trek fan only likes Star Trek series with Asians that say, ooh my.
I think we should kick Deej from the panel.
Boy. Yvette says, hey to Josh, high winds, 50 miles per hour, and lots of rain. LDG says she had the purse. And Josh Street says, too bad the Vulcans weren't watching Earth when our favorite bartender crashed in Roswell. That's true. Pat S says, I gave up on track midway through Voyager. Bird makes me want to go watch Enterprise. Well, I hope you do. 54.5 Access Radio says hashtag too many bunnies. I don't think that's possible.
There can never be too many bunnies.
Although Porthos is genetically created to hunt bunnies.
Hey.
That is the purpose of a beagle. That's why we never saw any rabbits on Charlie Brown. Josh Street says, God, no, not Deej singing. Bird make the killer Cinnabon rabbit of what? Serverbong sing on that Deej. I don't know, Josh.
Carabanog?
Is that a word?
Carabanog.
I don't know. I think Josh is clearly suffering from heat stroke.
Some type of stroke.
Oh my God, Josh just caught Bidenitis.
It sounds fatal. Okay, guys. So we are going to start the countdown and start the episode. Unless anybody has any last messages before we begin.
No, let's get to that hot T'Pol relative.
Hot T'Pol relative? Really? Are you serious?
Yeah, it's her relative.
Oh my God. Okay.
You're just talking about one of the guys.
No, it's the female.
The hottest chick in here is the bartender, the mother of the kid. But whatever.
I don't really remember.
She couldn't have been too good. Her husband ran away.
I think he died in the mines.
I thought he ran away.
Oh yeah, this has Kurogan mines in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's why
They're
Bird
technically
thinks
Pennsylvanian mines. But
He didn't run away.
Bird thinks it's the best episode ever.
one of the
because it has
Vulcans
mines.
probably killed him. It was logical.
You
He
guys
was
are
going to
terrible.
pawn far.
He's just out getting some milk. He'll be right back.
That's true. He got lost. Okay. We got the screening room ready. Yeah. Screening room is up. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Something. The Enterprise. Archer pouring some wine for T'Pol.
Oh, they're going to get T'Pol drunk.
1 year to the day since she joined the crew. Two weeks was the previous record.
10 days.
And on the ship. Only 10 days. Salito. Hello, Jim's Landscape LLC. A personal matter in Carbon Creek, Pennsylvania. She wanted to visit First Contact.
I'd like to have her tell me a nighttime story.
There's a statue in Bozeman. Her second foremother.
Great grandmother.
Her mother's mother's mother.
Yeah, her great grandmother. Yes, tell me
Jim's
the story.
Landscape LLC's got a new video out. There, you're up, Deej.
Long road, getting from there to here. It's been a long time, but my time is finally here. Okay, I'm done. I won't kill all your
What?
viewership off. I won't kill
Finish
all
it.
your viewership
Oh,
off.
God damn it, Deej. You got us excited. You got to finish.
Me down no more, and you're not gonna change my mind, 'cause I got faith of the heart. No one's gonna heart he'll take me. I got faith to believe I can do anything. I got strength of the soul. One's gonna tend or break me. I can reach any star. I got faith. I got faith. Faith of the heart. There you go. I'm done now. See how look? People are looking for a mute button.
I don't know, Deej. I thought you were good at this.
No, I'm not.
I know that satellite.
It's Sputnik. And then there's the UFO.
Is it not logical to have seats in their ships?
I don't know. These Vulcans are dressed a little bondage type gear. Hell.
Josh Street says, Deej is good at making your ears bleed.
Hey, look, another successful Kurogan landing. Most of them walked away.
Josh Street says, Vulcans only put sets on things bigger than a Kurogan crash pod. I think you mean seats.
I always thought it was a little ridiculous that only one person dies and everybody else has like 0 injuries after crashing and not having seats on that.
He was very weak, Captain. Welcome, Resolute.
That's not nice. Don't ask a woman.
Hello,
her
Dan
age.
Wren.
Oh, he's playing her with wine.
Yeah.
Resolute, you hate this episode? This is my favorite episode. "5 days without food They're vegetarians. They're in
Oh,
the middle of a
there's plenty of-
forest. There's plenty of food. Josh Street says, Cinnabon. Good things Vulcans don't have Berto Prey 5 and Karoga build their ships, or everyone would be going back to Vulcan in a bag.
That's true.
They see deer and it's fascinating.
No. If they're only 6 kilometers away, you'd think they would have noticed a ship crashing.
You would think. We all know small town people like me. We hear something crash, we're going to go look.
Exactly.
This town was filled with particularly lazy people.
I think that said, what, population of 699?
Yeah,
It's a
I
small
grew up
town.
I grew up in a town of 550.
Right. So the next part, something else that I thought was weird. This part. When they're stealing people's clothes, they're strangers from another place that haven't been around, so people would probably recognize that they're not locals. They're kind of lucky that when they go to the bar, the people's clothes they stole weren't there. They're like, hey,
Well, this is the 50s. Most people did dress alike.
strangers, and I had my clothes missing.
And how would he know?
Well, the collar on the front's kind of high up on the throat.
True, but so are CNG uniforms. They're all mock turtleneck.
Yeah, but see, these are Vulcans. They wouldn't care about TNG uniforms because this is hundreds of years before.
Vulcans like loose fitting clothes around their neck.
That's
Seems
just
like-
racist.
Seems like it's probably pretty hot out. I think everyone would be wondering why he's wearing a stocking cap in the summer.
I don't know. Maybe they just expect him to be bald and he's trying to cover it up. Pine Tree Bar and Grill.
We don't take kindly to strangers around here.
Go on, get out. Get going. Now this is just bad. They expect to go in and just get free food.
And not speak.
Oh mine, not mine, not mine. Sorry, but Jerry Lee Lewis does that song better. Expected that. And Bird thinks this bartender's hot. I don't think so.
Comparatively speaking.
Vulcan chick is way hot, damn it. There you go. Have a pretzel. My question is, how are they speaking perfect English? Universal Translator's not going to change it.
They observed the town for 5 days, so they clearly know English.
Scammer. We could use the money. Okay, yeah, sure. Uh-oh, he spoke. Get on him.
This part would be funny if he just took the pool cue and stabbed him in the chest.
Fanfare.
Trying to sell off his commander.
Yeah.
She had a pretzel. She don't care.
Why is the entire bar watching? Like it's some huge event.
This is the first time somebody put a woman up for collateral.
It's a stranger in town. 47 Yorktown says today is the 62nd anniversary of the first manned space flight. Today? Very cool.
Just been schooled by a Vulcan.
Dan Venn says scenes of this town were filmed in Crestline, California. And John DeMarco says it's not every day that they meet someone who got their ears stuck in a mechanical rice picker as a child.
That's true.
Can't leave them hanging there, Paul.
Where did he get the tools to become a plumber?
Stole them too. These guys are kleptos.
There's Kuroga, folks. Before the orphans took over the mining, of course. Mama's been putting it out on the side to make some extra money.
Now she'll do what she has to.
Yep, just like Forrest's mama. Vulcans have been infected by the idiot box.
We mentioned earlier, Dan Ben, that only 3 people from the series appear in the episode.
It looked like Mo.
I'm not a stooge, Kronos.
Kronos, he's Curly Joe. Well, I could think of a few experiments I could pull on her. I found out she wasn't human. Priorities. I love Lucy.
You sound German, sir.
And here we go. We see our first Vulcan that lies.
Cannon destroying series. I think not Paul is just jealous.
Well, if she put out a little more than every 7 years.
54.5 Access Radio wants to know what's wrong with Germans.
Well, the war just ended not that long ago. It could be escaped Germans hiding in America, waiting for the next rise of the Fourth Reich.
No, he's from Timcast IRL. Uh-oh, Jack. Is he Jack Crusher?
He's fine. That's the guy behind the red door.
Yeah, and the last I heard of him was in Phoenix.
Well, I mean, why does she ask about his hat, but not why his eyebrows are so weird?
So wait a minute, Bird. He was killed in the war?
Apparently.
Just said he ran off and last heard from him in Phoenix.
I mean, I don't remember many battles of Phoenix, but who knows?
Hashtag Deej was right.
Oh my god. She's probably pregnant now.
He's aroused.
His ears get longer when his hat just pops off.
Things you do not say to a woman. Uh-oh.
Yeah, like you wouldn't find that super creepy, lady.
Just a little creepy, her standing there like a Terminator.
Yeah.
You were supposed to say very pleasant as you left.
You're ruining my chances with the Earth Woman. You're not my mother. He intends to have kids. Uh-oh.
He knows Earth girls are easy.
Did she just blow out a candle, or is that an anaphasic life form?
Uh-oh.
Which one of these candles is the special one?
She seems to like this one.
Pulls it in closer.
Yes.
She leans back.
Join with me.
Hands go down. Up. And then the kid shows up. Screws it all up.
Candle block.
Way to go. He candle blocked her.
Oh my god.
Wow, Deej. Kronos, you were thinking the same thing.
Uh-oh. Dan Van says, Bird, this episode is 1990s designed banknotes, most notably a $50 note, are seen in bars in the tip jar. The paper grocery bags have handles that didn't become available until the late 1990s. Well,
I noticed that too. I was going to bring that up. Damn it, Dan.
The kid thought he was going to get somewhere with her.
the tips absolutely count, Kronos. Maggie is saying you haven't even made a move on her.
Damn safety functions at a Krogan mine.
There's always more miners where those came from.
Why you went with the orphans. This isn't like it's time travel. You can save them.
No problem, Dan Ben.
Ooh, that sounded like a threat. This Vulcan is getting really, really emotional.
Very angry. Not very Vulcan of her.
Been hanging out with.
It sounds like they're shooting the people that are trapped. They're gonna die anyway. Open fire.
This is the Vulcan that Cybok learned all his ways from.
There's no escape.
The air raid siren's still going off so they can sucker the people in. Oh, she's helping now.
They have weapons and tools.
Well, no wonder it's abandoned. You had to crawl through the damn thing.
It's a child-sized mine.
Ah, shit, yeah. Baroga.
Space kissing her, Qapla.
And oops,
The children.
He just fried all the miners.
The children crave the mines.
Ironically, this took place at the same time as the final episode of Quantum Leap. Sam was at the bar.
This is where the Picard series learned how to light scenes.
It is a bunny, Kronos.
Took him long enough.
Approaching the system now. They should be there within minutes.
Yeah, not 3 days. Slow ass ships back then. They needed the Titan. It'll get anywhere in an hour.
There's too much episode left. We've slowed down.
I bet you will. See that? She just showed emotion when she spun around.
Have you considered selling drugs?
Up, she just lied. She knows she ain't coming back. Saying much because they're all dumb shits in that county.
You think he was getting a scholarship? He'd have like a free ride scholarship if he got the highest score in the county.
Let's see. What can I take from the ship that'll make money for this kid? Kind of emotions there that you're showing.
This is unrealistic. It's the 1950s, and it's a woman, so she'd probably get like $3 for that.
She'd ask, is $3 a lot of money? Yes.
And we all know they got Velcro because of Quark.
I think
See, the
she's just
Vulcan-
lucky that there's no wind ever to uncover her ears.
Well, see, the leaves are blowing, so I think she used some Gorilla Glue to hold it
Must
down.
have. What is that weird device on his desk?
Called a telephone. Noise maker.
That'll keep your hair from falling off your head.
Hey, you just got to
Welcome,
staple half
Captain
of it.
Fandom Nerd.
Thank you.
Got to staple half of it on your bald head, but it'll hold the hair down.
I don't know who actually invented Velcro.
It was a Swiss inventor. I looked that up before the show started.
Just so you could perpetuate the stereotype that all Asians are super smart.
Exactly.
I see now that $50, that modern $50 bill.
Oh yeah, I bet I bet you did. Liar.
Now, Bird, this is how you do a landing.
Yeah, watch carefully, Bird.
She just lied.
You ate them.
I could get her lying. I'm much more surprised that he didn't say anything about it. He was complicit in the lie.
Well, he probably waited till he got back to Vulcan where he wasn't around her, then narked her out.
Well, you think that the Vulcans would have scanned and noticed there were 3 Vulcan life signs on the planet still. Maybe it wasn't. Elephantitis.
And there's no saying. The government could have captured him at some point and locked him away and just didn't report on it.
He's on the Daystrom station. They dug him up.
I like where this is going.
I know, so do I. I'm going to have to go take a cold shower after this episode.
So that's an episode that has nothing to do with anything that happened before or after.
That's right.
Great.
It was just a good filler, fun episode.
I agree. Yes, Kronos, it's over.
That was okay. Definitely a bottle show. I kind of wish that instead of using the T'Pol actor, they just hired somebody different to be the Vulcan on Earth. Because she was basically T'Pol. They just gave her a different name.
Dan Ben says people still ask, did this actually happen? Of course it happened. I mean, that was the whole point of her showing the purse at the end. At least in my opinion.
Josh, you can have another episode next Wednesday at the same time.
Absolutely.
Same T'Pol channel, same T'Pol time.
So, for those on the panel, I see Positive Candor posted a link in private chat. Now, be aware that that link is to spoilers for Star Trek Picard, the upcoming episode. Some of the screenshots have leaked. They answer a lot of questions. I am not going to talk about the spoilers on the stream. This is not a Picard spoiler stream, but the Picard spoilers are out there for those interested. If you want to touch base with Positive Candor, I'm sure he can tell you how to contact him or whatever. If he wants to do a stream or something about him, that's fine too. But I don't want to do Picard spoilers here today.
Oh my god.
Aha, looks like I was right. Looks like I was right. Aha.
Why is Picard holding Cisco's head?
Oh, god damn it.
Oh my god.
You weren't supposed to tell that, Cinnabon.
I'm sorry, I was just shocked that of this horrible severed head.
Taking him back to Earth to put him in a jar and feed him like a fish.
We're all being
The
sucked into
pop
a window.
culture.
It looks like, according to these spoilers, I was right about a few things.
Yeah,
So-
shut up, Deej.
Okay, let's put it this way. We're gonna go spoilers in 10 seconds. Okay. So if you don't want to hear any Picard spoilers, leave now. Thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Next week will be the next episode of Enterprise. Tomorrow, I will have my episode 9 Picard review out. I haven't seen it yet, although I've seen a lot of these spoiler screenshots.
Yeah.
But apparently we're going to be talking about them. So that's it. If you're staying past this point, you agree to Star Trek Picard spoilers for the rest of the season. We don't know. We don't know if these are for this next episode or both episodes. Okay.
I'm
With
glad
that,
you found these because I was looking for these all day yesterday because I heard that a bunch of spoiler pictures came out and I couldn't find them anywhere.
Yeah, I found it through Reddit, obviously.
yeah, I had also found some on Reddit.
All right. Yeah, I was just going through Reddit yesterday and a bunch of it got deleted when I was going through.
Hashtag Deej was right.
Yeah, and so yeah, it shows, the beauty shot is obviously the Enterprise D.
The fat Enterprise.
The best Enterprise.
No.
And supposedly they did do a scene with the original TNG crew on the bridge of the D. So no Seven and no Shaw, but the original TNG crew did do at least one scene on the bridge.
Yeah,
of the
well, you
D.
can see Riker and Troy in their normal seats in that picture.
The other spoiler is that yes, the Borg are involved. And it looks like in one picture that Jack is talking to
Locutus.
Yes.
So I was right about Locutus. I was right about the Borg. I was right about the D being in the series.
And then we get Fleet Admiral is what they're calling her, Shelby, back. Supposedly in that picture she's on the bridge of the Enterprise F.
I'm not sad about Shelby showing up. I like Shelby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of them says Borg DNA modification, something. That's the one with Worf in it.
Typical Borg drone DNA modifications.
Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, if that doesn't give it away, I don't know what does. And then you have a picture of Jack with a needle coming close to his neck.
One that looks like Sydney's being assimilated.
Yeah, and whether those are visions that Jack is having or real, I guess we'll find out. More than likely, they're visions, I would imagine. But yeah, it's 11 pictures I found from. Yeah, they had to have the Borg as the baddie in every season of Picard. Unfortunately, I know a bunch of people are going to be upset about that, but so
I am. I'm really upset.
I'm not upset.
I'm just disappointed that they can't.
I'm not upset at all because I called it from the beginning.
Well, I mean, everyone figured that, especially because, I mean, they're using the First Contact music for their theme. But
yeah, Shelby is Fleet. They're saying Fleet Admiral. She's for sure an Admiral.
Looks like she's got eight pips on her collars.
Well, four on one side and 4 on the other.
Yeah. So that's like Fleet Admiral, I think.
Yeah. So that's what everybody's saying is she's Fleet Admiral Shelby. So that's another, I guess, we'll see if it's more than just a short little cameo scene, basically kind of like what they did with Roe.
Mm-hmm.
But Roe was kind of in the episode, maybe about 10, 15 minutes, right? Or so?
Yeah, though, when I click on the Enterprise D picture, it blows it up bigger. That saucer just doesn't look right.
It looks right. What are you talking about?
It looks more elongated than round like the original.
Well, they probably had to change it to be 25% different. Don't forget.
I don't think it looks any different. I think it
looks
on.
So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled the same maneuver they did in Best of Both Worlds as far as separating the saucer and doing the doodads with the saucer and the battle bridge. It would not surprise me if they did that. And then if they don't, then they don't. But with Shelby being in it and this whole thing leading back to Best of Both Worlds in a way, it would, yeah. I mean, I guess we'll see. But yeah, those are the 11 pictures I found.
I mean, I think it'd be good if, well, I mean, I'm kind of disappointed, obviously, that they're reusing the Borg again, but I think if they pull it off, it could be really good. But I'm just kind of worried that we're going to have, like, at very ending, that's when the Borg ship will appear, and then they'll immediately just destroy it with the Enterprise D, and it'll be pretty much it. I think they're waited too long for this. If this was, like, mid-season, I would be much more happier with it.
Yeah, that very first picture there, the second one with the Borg just coming out of, looks like a nebula. It also looks like the Nexus ribbon's about ready to hit it.
Yeah, it's some kind of effect they got in there. I don't think it's the Nexus, but
right, I don't think it's the Nexus either, but that's what it kind of gives you that vibe.
Yeah, there's a more clean image of the cube a few pictures later. So yeah, obviously behind the doors, Locutus or Jack as Locutus, whichever way you want.
Oh crap!
The one
wrong gender.
Jack during.
I mean, once again, it's just a single cube. It should be like a fleet of Borg ships just pouring out of this thing.
Okay, so let's just real quick. Before Deej was right, LDG was right.
No,
That was
I've
an
always
that that
Oh my
that
God, everyone
changeling
was-
is an assimilated changeling.
I don't even think it's going to be a changeling.
I said that from the beginning too.
I think the whole changeling stuff was just BS now, and it's all just going to be just something about the Borg, and they were
No,
just
I
using
think-
the changelings.
I think the one changeling had a Borg in her, and that's why she kept cutting off her hand because it couldn't fully assimilate her.
Yep.
Welcome, LDG and Chief.
Hey, Bert.
Hey, Chief.
Wait a minute, I don't see how
Can you
to
still see
assimilate
the? Can you still see the link, or do I need to repost it?
I posted the link into the regular chat.
Oh,
for
okay.
people who want to see the images.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
want
Yeah,
to
I-
keep the images on screen too long.
Yeah.
In case people
I-
came on.
I
Mm.
can't wait to
I
see,
enjoyed the whole no spoilers on the show, and then seconds later, Deej is like, "I'm right."
Yeah, but most people on Birdstream would know what the hell I was right about.
Yeah, most of us did. I
Unless
did.
they've heard me ranting over and over every week about what I thought this was.
Everyone was saying that, though. You're not the only one, so stop trying to take credit. Credit stealer.
I'm gonna take all the credit where I can get it because y'all called me crazy.
Taking credit on what I said, and I've said it since the very first episode how this was going to end up.
How you find that out, G? Someone told you.
Well, I mean, they made it
these
kind of
pictures-
obvious.
These pictures just prove everything I've been saying correct.
You might have missed them, Chief. There's a link to spoiler images I put in the chat.
Okay.
Positive Candor supplied images from the next episodes.
I don't know why everyone's so afraid of spoilers. This doesn't ruin the episode at all for me, and it actually makes me excited to see the last two episodes now, even though I'm annoyed.
I agree. It doesn't ruin it for me because
Wait a minute. Is this episode 8 or 9?
episode 8's already was last week. Episode 9 is coming out tomorrow. So these pictures are from episode 9 and possibly 10.
Because I've been hearing rumors they're trying to put this on like a movie theater or something. What they call
Oh
it.
yeah, they're going to. They're doing
that's not a rumor.
the last two episodes are being shown in IMAX.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But they're not airing them until a week from today.
And Dan Ben 7 to 9 said Borg had no contact with founders. Well, she's been kind of out of the collective for about 30 years.
Yeah.
So there's 30 years that the Borg could have had contact with founders then.
They're bound to run into them eventually. That doesn't bother me at all. Shelby looks super old. Holy shit.
Shelby
was
looked
old.
better. Shelby'd look better if she still had her curly hair.
Well, I mean, it's been 30 years?
She was
since,
old when we first saw her.
Since that
She was like
episode?
what,
Shelby was-
45,
What the hell? Shelby was hot.
50?
No, Shelby was
She looked
never
nice, but
Shelby was
she
hot.
looked
to me.
okay. But she's up there. She wasn't 20.
I mean,
In this picture, she looks like a slimmed down version of Janeway.
The only person Shelby was hotter than was Pulowski.
Actually, before you guys said Shelby, when I first looked at her, I just thought they just made the effing hubris admiral look better this time around.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
At first, when I first saw that picture, I didn't think it was Shelby. I thought it was just the CG version of Janeway slimmed down.
A Blah Moxley fan.
You know, guys, that she was almost was going to be Captain Voyager anyway, because Rick Bobby didn't like her. That's how she got. That's why Kate Monroe got the part. She was one of the few people up for the part as captain of
No,
Voyager.
Genevieve was the original
Yeah.
captain, but partway through the filming of the first
Yeah, no,
episode,
I'm-
she didn't
I
like
mean,
it. and
Yeah, I don't
They
know.
reshot everything with.
I'm saying there were certain people that was Rick Bobby was trying to handpick. It was the chick Shelby was one. That lady who played the Romulan commander in what's that? Enemy, the Face of Enemy with Janeway. That female commander, she was one, and it was somebody else. And plus, we all know $6 Million Man, Bond Woman, her, and Colonel Deering. What's her name? and
Resolute says Shelby wasn't hot, but the waitress in the Enterprise episode, she did it for Bird of Prey. You mean the one who Tripp said whoever could guess her name? She was definitely cuter than Shelby.
Yeah.
I think she could be a better been better than Jane. Keep me blue. She would be better.
Well, I mean, obviously she wouldn't be Janeway then.
No, she would be Captain. No. I mean, not Jane. I mean, Shelby. We Captain Shelby, but I'm pissed off that that Rick Berman said I didn't like her. No, she had smaller chest and all that stuff.
How do you know he said that? I mean, I've never heard that in any interview.
I've never heard that.
I mean, it's literally just speculation, or did you actually hear that from somewhere?
One of those some of those Star Trek convention shows.
Sure.
Back in the day, one of those real private shows they talking about.
What? All right. But I think the D looks pretty good. Honestly, I thought it was just going to be just the saucer section.
Can we stop calling it the D, please?
No, the big fat D.
He loves the big D. He loves that big fat D.
It's just you guys. If there's anyone else said it, it would be different. But
how big that D is.
I know you're doing it on purpose.
How did they find the D? Where did D come from?
I honestly thought they would just use the saucer section because I think that someone had said that earlier that Geordi was working on the saucer inside the
Geordi's been working on the saucer section. That's when I said all they had to do was attach the battle section.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
We're gonna get a souped up D. You got me doing it. We're gonna get a souped up futuristic D.
Doesn't even look souped up. Open the picture. It looks like it did later in Generations.
It would have been nice if it looked like, wouldn't it be nice if it was the one from All Good Things?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Dear God, no. No, please.
That would have been great.
This time it'd be 25% different. They have 5 nacelles.
Why not 6? Just put 2 on top and 2 on the bottom.
What if they just replace the saucer section with like a Defiant?
Saucer section just has nacelles all over it.
Oh my lord, dude.
Yeah, I kind of wish they added the giant phaser lamps in the front. That'd be kind of cool to see it again.
I'm sorry, I forgot. No, it's not Derek. Rick, it was the chick. What's her name? Elizabeth Hurdy. She was one of the Star Trek convention, and she talked about how she went in for a reading on Janeway and has Rick wrong. My bad. That's the wrong one.
I wouldn't mind a lance if they made it so it rotates and not just straight forward. Like if it was like a bar at the bottom, like a souped up laser cannon bar that rotated. The straightforward one is like
LDG
you have to
wants
like
to
point where you're shooting.
LDG wants to see the whole thing spin around before it warps out like Discovery.
Heck yeah.
It always should have spun around. Like that was the whole point of the saucer in the first place. How do you not have a spinning saucer?
Why would you have a spinning saucer?
Why?
Because you can shift your battle damage. You can shift your battle damage. You can shift your field generators. It's a very tactical bonus having a spinning saucer.
I don't see how it would just make things more complicated. And why would you want to be on a giant gravitron?
That you have it in freaking you have it in Discovery. Did it really make things that much complicated?
Yeah, it was stupid looking too.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, it made no sense.
We do not talk about freaking Discovery. For God's
Well, again, they didn't do it perfectly. Like I said, there should be absolute advantages for having, rotating ship.
So the people.
No, I don't like the. I'm only talking about. Okay, I'm not talking about how it like flips in like 5 different, condition black where it flips upside down crap. No, I'm not talking about that. Just rotating across its axis at like spinning disc. That's it.
Yeah, the spinning disc spins, so it opens up a wormhole just like
Like a
freaking
spinning
Stargate.
restaurant.
Wouldn't you? Because I'm a fan of the way the
Right, when
phasers work on the D.
When you're
And
on
if you
10
spun it,
forward,
you'd be able to shoot more
you
phasers.
get to see the front of the ship. You wait a half hour. You get to see what's out the back of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
You wait another half hour.
Rotating restaurant.
Yep.
Exactly. Kynan's rotating restaurant.
When the gravity goes off, everyone's just thrown against the wall, crushed by G-forces.
Going to 10 forward, 10 rear, 10 east, 10 west. Name keeps changing.
Besides, there's dolphins on this ship, and I don't think dolphins can handle the spinning. It would just get sick and start throwing up.
Put them in the engineering department, for
Who
God's
rescued
sakes.
the dolphins?
Yeah, exactly. They should have humpback whales on this ship.
Yeah, at least then if they ran into a whale probe somewhere, they wouldn't have problems.
Boiler, where they got name? Boiler, Brian, Boiler, where's his name? From Lord
But then
Dex.
again, all these recent
Boimler.
Star Trek
Yeah.
series has enough space on them. They could have whales somewhere in them ships.
This is true.
It would make sense.
I still want to know who the. I wonder if it's going to be her. Is it going to be Shelby, the one that she's saying, "Oh, I never saw wrinkles so great" or whatever?
Probably.
I bet you it is Shelby.
I mean, I figured it would just be Picard since he wasn't in that photo.
I don't think Tiana is going to say that to Shelby.
you old bitch.
Well, I'm hoping it's Barkley, man. I know
I
he's
thought
got
maybe
some
that
wrinkles.
too, because I was just trying to think of people who she would be happy to see, and yeah, Barkley kind of crossed my mind too.
Yeah, I mean, they had a relationship. Well, not, psychiatric relationship.
Well, they were friends later on.
Barkley's too busy on his Voyager holodeck program, just living his life in there.
Him and the doctor.
Half that fleet
Yeah, the
museum is
ECH. Oh my God! Don't tell me he's the new ECH, the Enterprise. Oh my Lord!
No, because we see Kirk and not Kirk. Oh my God!
Emergency
Picard in
command
his command chair
hologram.
again. The bridge looks good though, from what you can see. And actually, I figured they would just try and update everything, but at least from what you can see of it, like the back station still look like they did. Not as they don't have like the super carpety chairs that were in the back though. They look more.
I hope they installed some deploy armor.
You're obsessed with the deploy armor BS.
I love that, dude. That was so cool.
The
You
Batman
can't tell me
armor.
nobody didn't get a hard on when Voyager popped that damn shit.
No,
Come
I did
on.
not get a hard on.
No.
No, I did not get a hard on.
I guarantee.
Whatever.
Not.
So let me guess. So they got Shelby, but it's still we're not gonna see Janeway. So I'm kind of shocked by that.
Yeah, like
So,
asking
yeah.
you got one if you
cares?
saw Janeway. I mean, no.
So that last picture is
Well-
on the TNG bridge saying engage, obviously.
Yeah, I think that's right before he dies.
I
I
mean,
think the entire crew dies.
So that's the only thing that I'm missing from these is my last prediction that they kill off the Picard bot at the end of the series. It's the only thing I'm missing right now to have 100%.
Well, if they bring back
TNG
Locutus and they
cast.
bring him back to life, it is possible he'll just get his body back
no, how? How?
just by bringing him back to life and confirming that
Do you realize pretty much
he was just a copy that whole time.
Do you realize that Borg are basically zombies anyway?
That's debatable. They weren't zombies when they were sleeping.
Because it made no sense in season 1 when they spaced the Borg that they were dead, because all they had to do is bring them back in and thaw them out and they would have reactivated.
Yeah, but that's still forgivable. They were still writing it.
Shouldn't have made that mistake in the first place. We all knew it beforehand. I mean, just like at first contact, the Borg are walking outside the Enterprise E.
We will see. We will see.
So, yes, they end up, you think they're going to win. It turns out the Borg win. They get everybody, the entire crew of the Next Generation, the Enterprise D. You see Jack and Sydney, and they see it. Everybody gets destroyed and killed. And then they realize their last hope is they go on to the Klingon bird of prey, and they go to time warp. And they will just come back a week before any of this started. And that's where they end the series.
And then Michael Burnham says, end holoprogram.
Well, let's just hope the Enterprise D security scans are working properly.
And Ben asked, do you want to see the Enterprise G? No, I don't want to see the Enterprise G. Why would there even be a G? Hello, Chief Cook. Welcome back.
Because they're already up to the F in that freaking stupid game. Supposedly the E's supposed to be destroyed by this time anyway.
I don't get that.
They consider Star Trek Online half-ass canon.
Because the Enterprise F is being decommissioned?
Yep. E's supposed to be destroyed. F is supposed to be decommissioned at this point. So the next one would be the G.
I don't think we're going to see the G. I mean, I don't know what will happen, but it'd be mighty stupid to have the G already.
It's rather funny, though. In only a 30-year time period, they've already went through the E and the F. That makes no sense. Aren't starships built to last a lot longer than that?
Yep.
For crying out loud, how long was the original Enterprise and then the A around for?
Well, in time, I guess only.
Norma Metalis.
20
we might have
years
the Enterprise.
Before
we might have the
A.
Enterprise Z come back in time and help out.
Oh, I unplugged my mic. How long was that?
While.
Not very long. Not very long.
What was the last thing I said?
You weren't talking.
Oh, never mind. I don't want to go through it again.
Yeah.
I was wondering why Deej was just constantly talking over me. I was like, wow, dude.
That's because I never heard you.
I just realized that.
I mean, he's a jerk, but not that big a jerk.
I was like, God damn, guys.
Cinnabon's too busy
Wow.
trying to delete a DM to you right now. Damn it.
How do I get rid of that curse-filled message I just sent you?
What?
What?
Me?
Hey, you sent me a curse-filled message.
We're talking over him anyway.
Oh, I did. It was terrible. It's two unspeakable things that we can't have on stream. Oh, it looks good. I think I'm hoping all these pictures are just for tonight's episode. And then there's still more that we don't know about the last one.
You never know.
It is probably for tonight's episode, and the last thing you're going to see is them getting on the D and Picard saying engage.
They're all getting on the D to ride the fat one.
Look at that picture of LaForge's daughter, though. It looks like she's being assimilated.
That's what I said earlier. God dang it.
Yep.
Yeah, I hope she gets assimilated. And that'd be kind of cool. Because that would vindicate Geordi for not wanting his kids to be involved. Now he can be. See, I told you so, old man. You just got my daughter killed.
What else? You doing your nitpicks already for the next episode?
No, this was the nitpicks for this episode, but no, I got the other pictures I had found. From this upcoming episode, we got some space dock with fireworks and a whole bunch of Federation ships.
You know, so a lot of people were speculating that the spiral firework.
We lost you, Cinnabon. We heard a lot of people were speculating. I think this is Earth because to me this looks like Florida, though it's not perfect Florida. So I don't know. Now that I see it, it's clearly not Florida. Lake Okeechobee would be up here, and it wouldn't be wider at the bottom than at the top. But at first, I thought it was Florida. Now I don't know where it is. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of ships. And you got obviously fireworks in space.
Yeah, how do fireworks work in space?
Very well. But yeah, this spiral, that could be something else.
That's a wormhole opening up.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna guess now.
That's the Borg conduit opening up so the Borg ships can come through.
And we're at the Enterprise D inside space dock. This I thought might have been a fake image, but why would they go through all that to make a fake image?
Yeah.
When we clearly have real images.
See, that space dock there in the second picture, that's not the one where the Enterprise D is in, because the D would be in
the D is at the Fleet Museum.
Yep.
Yeah, this is space dock. This is the Fleet Museum, which used to be space dock. And this is the bridge picture.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen that one yet. It looks pretty good. They did a good job recreating it.
Fat and overweight as usual.
And a little darker than
It's got the movie lighting.
Make things darker. All the wrinkles on the actors' faces.
Exactly. You gotta hide the wrinkles.
I mean, I'm going to assume Geordi made it all autonomous because there's no way 6 people could run a Galaxy class starship.
Well, now
I don't even think with what they had left on the Titan they could still run a Galaxy class starship. Because half the people on the Titan got wiped out when they let the stupid changelings on.
I still don't know who this Frontier Day is even for. I mean, when you look at that picture, all the ships are spread out. It's like even if they had like a camera ship that was broadcasting, it's like, wow, fireworks and a bunch of dots on the screen.
I don't think those are fireworks.
You don't think these are fireworks?
No.
Oh my God. What do you think they are? Here comes something dumb.
There's clearly like different types. I mean,
Okay, one of them might not be fireworks. The others are clearly
the green
fireworks.
one. The green one looks similar.
So the green one, you say,
It's
is
spiraling. Looks like it's
it's
just
a
maybe just
Borg.
opening up.
a Borg conduit, and this is the AIs from the other side, and the other
I
dimension.
mean, why are there dots all around some of the other ones that look already like fully formed?
Ships, stars.
Ships, yeah. Terrible stars.
And if they're all fireworks, don't you think they would be like, I don't know, more diversity? Like they all look like the ones that are closer look bigger, but they all look basically the same.
They're in different sections of space that are LTG. That's why they would have different dimensions.
Yeah, those dots are just like the sparkly things that blow up off of real fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
You sound so skeptical. It's like, nope, they have to be something else.
Yeah, fireworks in a vacuum. Yeah, good question.
Oh my god.
We saw
They had it in
fireworks
Voyager,
in
though.
Deep Space Nine
I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Voyager.
And-
So
and they
Voyager,
still-
they were in the atmosphere, I believe.
What do you talk, Thomas?
Potts. Sorry.
I was just gonna say that, Thomas. I just said it looks pretty cool, and I'm actually excited to see the last 2 episodes now, even though I'm disappointed it's a Borg.
Well, you better be. The last 2 episodes are gonna be the best episodes. This whole season has been crud into the last 2 episodes, as far as like we're concerned.
That's your nutty opinion.
That's all shows that do a serial type. See, they all
You
build towards
can't. What
the
you
end.
You're not. So you're saying that you don't believe the last episodes will be the best episodes?
I was worried because
I
the
think
last
it's
2
gonna-
episodes of the other seasons were terrible.
I think the last episodes are going to be like the rest of the season. It's just going to be meh.
Hater Deej.
Hey, I didn't say I absolutely hate it. I just think it's all meh.
I mean, at this point,
Well, I
gotta
agree.
say, if what's behind the red door is just the Borg, that's going to be a letdown, exactly as I said
Yeah,
in my video.
that's what I've been saying too.
But nothing I saw here confirms it's only the Borg. So it's still possible that there's something interesting.
I hope so. I hope that
it's
just
it's
keep
the
grasping
queen
that hope.
It's the queen that wants to trans Borg gender into the Borg king using Picard's son.
Bird, you're starting to sound like LTG. He was grasping on the end of WandaVision
I'm
all
not
the way that it was
okay. I'm
Mephisto,
just saying
all the way up till the last
it's
episode.
possible. I'm not saying I think it's going to happen. I'm just saying it's possible. They could come up with something. I'm not grasping.
Todd's got it right. I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors.
they're going to play that song over the loudspeakers on the D, and that's going to destroy the Borg cube.
No. He's gonna step through the door, and in a faint background, he's gonna hear Ella Murray, count to 4. Ella Murray.
There you go. It's that stupid ghost teamed up with the Borg.
Kronos says, Thomas, the panel is ignoring us. It reminds me of a salty show.
I'm not a negative.
Yeah, I gotta
Nelly,
say, I'm disappointed that the real changelings haven't showed up.
Not going to.
What's the? Can't they clean up after their own mess?
They're not going to. If you had a rogue faction of changelings, they'd wipe their hands of them and let whatever happens to them happen to them. They're not going to interfere.
Well, it's not so much rogue changelings that I guess it's because it's changelings we were torturing.
But they
I
still
guess we
went rogue.
don't want them to know that.
I mean, there was clearly more than just the 5 that they were torturing, or however many that were in those test tubes. Otherwise,
Yeah, it was like 9 or 12 or something, but that's it. It's not like there's like 50 or 100 or 1,000.
For all we know, there's no wormhole to the Gamma Quadrant anymore.
Why would you say that?
Because they would have brought it up if there had
Talk
any
to Odo.
inkling.
I would say that there's still a.
Yeah,
there's
Worf
still
said he
gotta
talked
be
to
yeah,
the changeling. Man of great
still got
honor.
to be a wormhole. If there wasn't a wormhole, that would have came up.
Yeah, then Cisco would be gone.
Cisco's gone anyway. They're never bringing him back.
Oh, if they show Cisco, that would be huge.
It's not going to happen.
Do you think you honestly want to come back?
If they show
Maybe.
Cisco, it would be a photo of Cisco. It wouldn't be
Yeah.
current Cisco. Yes, Kronos, your lives matter. I agree.
A computer generated Cisco.
Just don't give us the ending where it's like Jack is part changeling, part wraith, part Borg, part, and like all these different parts, and do some kind of spaghetti paste and glue special ending. Oh Lord.
Yes, Kronos, it is a rather long Wednesday show. We've transitioned from Enterprise to Picard spoilers.
Hashtag we got Jack Squat.
Hashtag Deej was right.
Hashtag it
Hashtag
looks
everybody.
good. Be excited. If you didn't look at the pictures, I think there's some cool things coming up, and that you should enjoy it. Unless you're complete haters and want to join the fandom metas.
That is a huge hashtag.
We're now
Hashtag
going
give
to
me the D.
transition. I'm going to start opening.
Clip that.
Clip
that. We got LDG saying, give him the you know what.
I'm going to start opening trading cards now.
I'm not saying it. You'll clip me saying no.
What?
Fastest way to the big O is through the big D.
Bird, just send it now before it gets any worse.
You're so negative, man.
Nothing wrong with negativity, brother.
Mamo Prey is having some ice cream.
Oh,
Hey,
what
hey.
kind?
Ice cream cone.
Ooh,
Must be
nice.
sharing. Sharing is caring.
And I missed Wordle today.
You
I
missed
like
all
Wordle?
six. All six. I couldn't get it.
You couldn't get it.
Nope.
I got it in 5.
Dear Lord. I might have gotten it if I had in the right mindset, but I was just slightly off. Used up all 6. I mean, I had 3 letters from like guess number 2
And he blew it
in the
folks.
right order.
This is fun. I can keep putting Sister Praise picture up in chat.
Yeah.
You know what? You can blow me, okay? Really? Really? Ha ha.
Tennis ball throw it against the wall. Tennis ball throw it against the wall. Tennis ball throw it against the wall. Bounce, 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 bounce. Tennis ball throw it against the wall. Tennis ball throw it against the wall.
Thanks, Bert.
Tennis ball throw it against the wall. Bounce, 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 bounce. Tennis ball throw it against the wall. Tennis ball throw it against the wall. Tennis ball throw it against the wall. Helps me forget about my cancer.
So right. So right.
That's the best part.
No, Walmart, you should go to hell. Go to hell, Walmart.
Soon everybody will be playing that video for LTG when he shows up to his stream.
Anyway, So with that, let's go through, give everybody a chance to say something before we go for the evening.
Go to the underground if you want to continue the discussion, I guess.
Positive Candor says go to the underground if you want to continue with the discussion. That would be freethenet.org/underground. Deej, what's up?
Not a damn thing up. I'm just happy I'm right.
Very cool. LDG.
Thanks, Bird. What a great episode. Appreciate it like always. Thanks, everybody. Again, join us in the underground, freethenet.org/underground. And yeah, Cap.
Captain, fandom nerd.
Well, thank you for doing this as always, Bird. And thank you for having us up here.
You're always welcome.
I think the spoilers were much better than the Enterprise episode today. I enjoyed that more. I think you guys are way too negative. I think you just need to go into this episode and with some open eyes and take off your 90s blinders and just enjoy what we have. So also, I think if I'm awake tonight, I'll probably just stream and while watching the episode instead of doing a review the next day like I had been doing for the last two.
Wow.
Of course, the
Really
Asian is the
wanna
one that
jump
tells
on.
you enjoy what you get and be lucky you get it.
That's right. You will like the show.
Man, where's FDR when we need him?
You won't like it, or I will just put you to sleep.
Where's FDR? He'll take care of that True Trek fan for us.
Chief Cook, anything you want to say before we go?
He said, "No, I'm out of here. The bunny's in
Fuck
half."
this shit, I'm out.
Okay. Well, thank you guys all for hanging out. I will work on my review at some point in the morning. I don't know exactly when we'll get it out, but some point tomorrow.
Your alarm clock set already?
No, I'm not. I don't set my alarm. I
Be
wake
prepared.
up at that time anyway. If I happen to sleep through it, even better. I'll
It's
watch
true.
it when I wake
He
up.
does wake up at that time. He has popped into a live stream that I've been doing at that time in the morning. He'll type a whole bunch of random letters and then go back to sleep.
Yeah, I try to get back to sleep. So
And just wait. Tomorrow, 2-hour review from Bird of Prey 5. Yeah!
it appears Salty's going live in 20 minutes on Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Nerd fights.
I hate Star Wars.
I gave up on
It
Mandalorian.
was a good episode today for Mandalorian because you got Moff Gideon spoilers came back in this episode. So
Thanks a lot. You've ruined it. Now I'm not watching it for sure.
Way to go, Positive. Now I don't have to watch it.
Dan Ben says the next Picard episode title is Vox, whereas Enterprise had an episode titled Vox Solar.
I thought last episode was Vox.
No, the last
Well,
episode was Surrender.
yeah,
Oh, that's
Surrender.
right. That's right.
It's Vox,
Vox.
and then the last episode is called the next generation. The next generation, right?
I think it's
Yeah.
the next generation.
Yeah,
The
something.
previous
Last
generation.
That last episode of Picard was so horrible, they were telling us right away, just surrender.
That's true.
Okay, guys, Qapla All.
Oh, the last generation is what it's called. My bad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the last generation. So that means no more Star Trek, right?
That's right. It's over. All right. Thanks, Bird. I'm melting.
Stay
So I
here.
gotta get out of this room.
Bird out.
Okay, I'm Kuroga.